Hey guys, Enigma MC here, and welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be not actually building the tree farm. Sorry about that. We're going to be building the entrance stone. And the reason we're not building the tree farm is because I haven't done the actual research. Well, I've done the research, but I haven't actually done the design work. Because for the tree farm, I would like to do my own design since it's pretty easy to farm nether trees. I mean, you just need to push the stem and leaves away from what I've seen. Well, not leaves, the warp blocks, and then blow them up with the TNT duper. Don't know how to build a TNT duper, but I can research that. I just want the rest of the thing to be my own design. Anyway, I finished the tunnel off camera. Yeah. And college is over now, so I should be able to upload weekly again, maybe even more than that. Who knows? But yeah, this is the dome that we're going to be constructing. But we're going to need a lot more quartz than the quartz we use for this. And this was already pretty quartz intensive. Luckily, I figured out a faster way to get emeralds. And that is stone. Because we don't have enough iron. We don't have enough... Well, we might have enough redstone. But we certainly don't have enough iron to build the tree farm. So we're going to actually do a mining session in the regular overworld. I'm going to do a time lapse of that. Is we've gathered a mass quantity of resources, mostly stone, and I'll explain why right now. Because you see, we've got our stone cutters, and they trade stone for emeralds. And this will allow us to get tons of emeralds a lot faster than we can with our villagers, and of course we can convert the emeralds to quartz. But yeah, as you can see, if I can place down all these shulker boxes, these are full of redstone. And these are both full completely of stone. So we've got a lot of resources. But right now our villagers need time to rest and recharge. So in the meantime, I'll go into the overworld and fortune all these actually, let me put all this stone in a shulker box. Then I'll go to the overworld and fortune all these resources. Oh man, looks like it's lagging a bit. All right, guys, we're back. Why is hello game. Hello. All right, that was pretty weird, but it looks like we're back, and the game is back too. All right, we have just fortuned all those resources. You got 5 diamond blocks to add onto the pile. We don't care about emeralds because we weren't mining emeralds. And then some coal blocks too. But I don't care about coal blocks because we get coal blocks a million times faster at the wither farm. Anyway, back to what I was planning, which was emerald mining. So what's this shulker box here? Oh, that's more stone. Okay. But yeah, you see, we just trade stone for emeralds and then immediately trade it for quartz. It's great. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this for a while till we have enough quartz to build the second dome. Then I'll tell you what I'm planning for the second dome. I just realized this guy's been setting in this composter for like the entire series. Maybe he's like stuck because all the other villagers are over here, but he's been here the whole time. So yeah, he's definitely stuck. Also, nice. Look at my level, nice. Now that this should be enough quartz because it's just a perimeter that we're building out of quartz, not the floor or the ceiling. Anyway, so let me tell you what I'm planning for this dome. The entrance dome over here will be... yeah. This is just a rough estimate, but it should be about this yay size. Maybe a bit bigger. And what it's going to do is it's going to be like a simulation overworld. So we'll have like green stained concrete powder and green wool in the floor to emulate grass. And we'll probably put a blue dome over this one to emulate, you know, the air, sky. And we might even put a replica of our starter house in here. But first, let me build the actual dome itself. Finish the dome. It's not much for looks on the inside. The piston doors are working, but they're not hooked up to anything. But this is it. It's the dome. We even have an artificial sun. This one has a blue roof because it's meant to simulate the overworld. So, we just need to hook these up to stuff and fill this room with artificial grass, which will be wool carpets. And it should be good. Hopefully, I mean, I have the cactus farm now, so I should have enough green dye for this stuff. Oh man, this dome's gonna take a while to work on. Where is the green cactus thing? Oh, looks like it's full. Yeah, it's definitely full. Well, that's what I get for not harvesting it. Alright. Any year now would be good. No, 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 no! No! Time for plan B. Frick, I didn't think this through. There we go. Okay. Come on. There we go. Just like that. That's how you do it. Alright. We got it all in. I just need to head back into the central dome and cook it up. And we've got the green cactus for our carpet. Ah! Spider! Oh. Oh, it's gone. Alright, so I got all the dye I think we're gonna need. Now I just have to do this mess. Oh, frick. I forgot phantoms. Oh, jeez. This is gonna be... okay. That noise always terrifies me. Oh my gosh. Alright, come on. Just die already. Alright. Just die already. Alright. Oops. Well, this is gonna take a bit longer now. Thanks, Phantoms. Really appreciate it. I'm back, and everything is all carpeted, and the doors are hooked up to actual buttons now. So now I've got a grand total of 4 piston doors in our base. Actually, you know what? This doesn't make much sense. I know it's to prevent spawning and stuff, but I've changed my mind on this. Wait a minute. There you go. That was important. Okay. Now the doors work. We have a chicken in here who may or may not have had a rider originally. I could find a good place for the button out here since it goes directly into our trail. But yeah. Now what to put in here? I know just the thing. Ah, what a nice day it is today. So glad I can wake up in my perfectly normal bed in my perfectly normal overworld house. Wait a minute. What the heck? What's going on here? My enchanting room is done? What is this? Is this some kind of illusion? Some kind of trick? No. What is this? What's going on? What's happening? This isn't the overworld at all. This is the nether. Ah! That's right. I have replicated my entire house from the overworld perfectly in this dome in the nether. It was pretty much the perfect size to fit it. Like, seriously, we got the roof scraping up against the sides of the dome over here. But it fit. To my amazement, it actually fit. I was worried I'd have to scale up this dome a couple blocks, which would take hours. But yeah, I finished the enchantment room, but this isn't actually the enchantment room. This is the replica house enchantment room. But it's done. And yeah, the only differences are the enchantment room is done. It's slightly further down because the redstone for the door, I'm really bad at wiring things up. And the bed is not a real bed because I don't trust myself. I've already proven that I'm quite the demolitionist when it comes to beds in the nether. Oh yeah, also instead of our first wooden pickaxe, we have In Memorial to Sub to Enigma, which has the same enchantments and everything. So that's pretty cool. But this dome's still a bit empty in my opinion. I think we should build a tree. But not just any tree, a cherry tree. Because I've been told I have a knack for building cherry trees. So we're going to build one of those. Got the resources to make the tree. And I want to talk to you about organics. Because organics is actually really simple. So all you need to do for organics is build whatever you want. Well, specifically what you're trying to build. You want it to start wide and then narrow down and then go back out. But the thing is, you want it to look random. Now, obviously you're going to want to clean it up a bit. But yeah, just pretty much place it randomly as you want to start with. Not there. And then as you go, clean it up a bit so it looks more realistic and, well, what's the word? Not symmetrical, because you don't want it to be symmetrical. That's the like big thing with organics, is you don't want it to look symmetrical, orderly, I guess, or logical. Because you don't want it to look too crazy, but there's definitely, you want it to be disorderly, like you didn't plan it. Just like my whole base, I didn't really plan any of it. I had a general idea of the theme I wanted to go for, but I just expanded it, and I kept expanding it, and I probably will find a way to keep expanding it, although I don't know how. I've pretty much taken up the entire plane I've built it on at this point. But you never know. I could make like an underground tunnel or something. Anyway, so it's pretty random shape. I placed it randomly. I cleaned it up a little with slabs and stairs. And now it's time for the leaves, which you really just want to place randomly. Now, the thing with the leaves, from what I've heard, is you want to place them outwards more. Not a lot of them inwards. And you don't want too many on the same level. And I'm going to try to place glass surrounding the... Oh, I'm almost out of glass already. Glass surrounding the pink wool. Now if I go down here, yeah, it doesn't look great. This one trunk's blocking every view. And that's the third point with organics, is there's typically one angle that it's meant to be viewed from, and if you look at it from any other angle, it's not good. This one, it doesn't look too good from down here because it's flat. It's up against the wall. But I really don't have much of a choice because it's kind of cramped in here. Like I said, the house is the perfect size for this dome. If this dome was one block smaller, it wouldn't fit at all. So I'm glad I chose the size that I did, despite the fact that I chose it by complete happenstance. Anyway, this wool looks unnecessary. And now we're gonna place some glass panes like this. Actually, right here. I place a glass there, a wool there, a wool there, and a glass pane there. Looks like I need some wool up there. There we go. That looks okay. You know what? Actually, I think I can move it in one. If I do that, something like that. Then that. No. Something like that. And then have its stump go like that. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Now this, we're gonna have it go up. No. Like, nope. Come on. Stairs are always impossible to place at an angle like this. Come on. Yes. Yes, okay, like that. Then we're gonna place a stair here. Actually, no. Thing I found is that whenever you're going to permanently decrease the stump size, it's often better to use slabs like that because it's less overwhelming. Yeah. Change gear orientation. No. Aw, dang it, I'm ruining the whole tree. Okay. There we go. That's my crash course in organics. Place randomly, then clean it up. Make sure you've decided what specific angle you want to view it from. For me, it is right here and right there. And as you can see, it looks good from these two angles. But if I go over here, it doesn't look quite as good. And if I go on top, it'll look bad because there's nothing supporting that branch. So make it look good from one angle. Focus on one angle. And all the others, it doesn't matter if it doesn't look as good from those angles. As long as that one key angle looks great, you're good. Try to make it look like it's diffusing, because we got the wool right next to the tree, and then if you diffuse it into the glass, and sometimes I put wool up here, you know, just to make that angle look more organic. But yeah, now I'm just going to try to place some other smaller trees here and there that aren't cherry trees, and hopefully it'll look really good. And done. There we go. All of I think this dome is done. Now, this tree I kind of went a bit crazy with. Maybe I'll actually move some of these leaves. Come on. Yep. Over here, yeah. Yeah. I'm making, see, like I say, that's the problem with being random. Sometimes you don't like where the randomness takes you, and you gotta come back and change, just refine it a bit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a little something like that, yeah. But look, this tree is kind of like overgrown. It's kind of like taking over the dome. It shows how this place is secluded from the rest of the nether, because the rest of the nether is the nether, and this is the overworld, or at least it's meant to feel like the overworld. Actually, some rocks would probably do nice, but I think these rocks are a bit too intrusive. There we go. Just some nice small rocks. Makes it feel more alive. And if you recall back to the beginning of the episode, this place was not looking alive at all. It looked super fake. And it still does look pretty fake. But it looks like golf course fake and not supermarket back room fake. You know? There's a difference. Not sure what it is, but there's a difference. It feels more alive. Yeah, it feels fake but alive instead of just plain fake. Yeah, I think that's a decent amount of rocks. I will make one of them a block tall so that there's some variation. But yeah. Yeah, I am happy with how this dome turned out. I wasn't expecting it to be nearly this successful. Although I wasn't expecting my house to be nearly as large as it was. I'm just lucky I chose this dome size, because I was originally planning to go a bit smaller than this. But yeah, it's literally the perfect fit. Wow. And you know, it was nice to build my old house again. It feels pretty neat in here. And if we go down, we got the enchantment room. And yeah, it is. I'm loving it. I think this is my new favorite spot in the base. I mean, then again, there's only one other dome and then 2 hallways that end in nothingness. Except mobs, you're right. Mobs live there. Wow. I am impressed with the progress we managed to get done this episode. I mean, it took us a whole episode to build the first dome and a whole episode to build the house. And we did both in one episode. But it did take twice as long as all the other episodes combined. Still, I'm glad with how it turned out. I'm Enigma MC, and if you want to see more, college is over, so I should be able to post weekly again. I'll see you soon. Goodbye!